All right, so we're talking about that quality, right? Let's just point out a few things that you're going to get on most, if not all, of our Gator Pit models. And again, this is their 2448 two-door version smoker that I'm going to use as an example of things to look for with our competitors. We're going to go left to right, top and bottom. So let's start with the left. You got a nice 4x4 square tube stack that's 24 inches tall. Great draw, good draw, and it's adjustable. Most cookers have stacks, obviously. You need a smoker with a smoke stack. That's what draws the heat from the far side of the firebox through your chambers and out the stack. I'm not talking about reverse flow smokers here, guys. This is not a reverse flow. All right, that's a whole different design. That's a different video. But I'm talking about what we're getting on Gator Pit when you order Gator Pit. So we got that smooth, buffed out end caps, right? Nice and smooth. A lot of the competitors don't do that. You'll see the beads, right? You'll see the welds here on the corners. We buff them out nice and smooth and clean. That's custom, guys. You get a side access door. I don't know of any other builder that gives you a side access door on a smoker. And it's a flanged side access door as well, 1-inch flanging. Stainless steel cool touch handle, not chrome plated. Again, I'm pointing out things that you need to look for when you're looking at competitors and shopping pits. These are stainless steel cool touch handles. There's your side access door. There's a lip here on this side access door, so you don't have to worry about grease coming out the door. It will find that large 2-inch, and I emphasize 2-inch. We only put 2-inch drains on all of our cookers. A lot of competitors put a 1-inch, 3/4, maybe a 1.5 on the large end. We go 2-inch, and we do that because we know these things clog up. That larger the drain, the less likely you're going to get it clogged. And preventing grease fires. Nice clean cut doors. Look how clean that is. Nice and smooth. I'll point that out. Look how clean. That's nice and smooth. Check that out on our competitors' cookers. Legs. Most of our cookers come with 2-inch by 2-inch angle framed legs. 2-inch by 2-inch angle frame legs. Log racks, storage areas, same angle, 2-inch by 2-inch with a mesh bottom. A lot of good competitors don't include the larger 2-inch angle legs, and they don't include the mesh, or they'll make it an option. If they do offer mesh, it's an option. Most of the Gator Pits are going to come with that 2-inch leg and mesh down there for your wood storage. Casters, big. I'm a big guy on casters, man. 30 years in business, I've gone through a lot of casters. These are by far the best casters out there. These are all-weather commercial casters. They're made to be outside. They have grease zerks in the axle or hubs, and they have grease zerks on the bearings of the swivels as well. So you can hook a grease gun up to them and grease your axle and grease your bearings. A lot of competitors out there will use steel wheels, wagon wheels, or they'll just run a 1/2-inch rod through there and attach it with an axle nut or end cap nut, and that's what you get for a wheel. Over time, that will sag, break off, rust, seize up. You won't get that on these Gator Pit casters, and that's why we offer these casters versus a lot of our competitors. Front shelf, all steel, usable front shelf, framed out in angle. That's angle frame all the way around. It's not round bar like this, and then expanded metal tacked to the top of that. We come in and we 45 it, you can see here, buff it out nice and clean, and make a usable 10-inch front shelf. We also offer stainless in a 12-inch. We do a wraparound shelf. Gator Pit is known for the wraparound shelves. I don't know of any other competitor that offers a wraparound shelf, much less makes it standard on a lot of our Gator Pit cookers. We do that because you've got radiant heat coming off that firebox. Why waste that heat? Use it for something. Foil pan, pot of beans, pot of sauce, foil pan of water to clean everything up. Use that heat. Getting to the firebox. A lot of competitors do not flange the seams or door seams on their firebox. We flange it. We also put a stainless steel handle on there. A lot of competitors don't have stainless steel handles on theirs. We put vents, air vents, that are adjustable. Believe it or not, there are competitors out there that don't have air vents. They prefer you opening the door. Well, back when in my day when we were building cookers, if you had to open your door to get a fire going, That was not a quality cooker. Nowadays, you've got people making pits to where you open the door and they may have little notches to set it or whatnot in different positions, but that's how they get draft their fire for their smokers. We have our door nice and tight. You don't have to worry about any ash falling out, and you adjust it by your air intake vents. Again, nice, clean, buffed end caps. There's that log rack storage area, 2-inch angle frame. Getting to the back side here. Again, end caps are nice and smoothed out. 1/4-inch thick door stops. Gator Pit makes their own hinges. They're completely welded. We make our own hinges. And here's the kicker that Gator Pit's known for that a lot of other manufacturers aren't particularly known for, and that is Gator Pit's known for their tight doors. We built our reputation on no leaky pits and tight doors. There are no gaps. Guys, there's no gaps. There's an older video I did a few years ago, look for it, where I put a piece of paper in there and closed the door and tried to pull the paper out without tearing it, and the paper tore. Go check that old video out. It's a few years ago. But there are no gaps. That is as tight as you're going to get it. That is metal on metal with no gap. And you can tell when you open and close the door. Listen. And you can feel it. Nice and tight. We've got the fully flanged door seams, or door flanges rather. Fully flanged doors, welded on all 4 sides, nice and clean. And inside, you can see the overlap's about 1/2 inch over your door. We've got the drip bars, bottom and top and bottom. And we got nice, clean cut doors. Look how clean that is, y'all. No jaggeds, no jags, no slag. It's not rough. It is smooth. And of course, we got the sliding meat racks. Slides in and out like butter, guys. And they're interchangeable left and right. Top and bottom on this particular model. Nice and clean. You can hear how smooth that is. We got our Gator Pit gauges. Commercial grade gauges. They are recalibratable. Stainless steel, 3-inch dials, 2.5-inch stainless steel stem inside, which you can see here. Inside this cooker, I'm going to open that firebox up. You know, I mentioned that lip on the other side, so you don't have to worry about grease coming up that side access door. Look at your manufacturer's cookers and see if they have that right there. You see that weld, and then that? You've got about 3 inches of a lip there that will keep grease and or ash from coming back into your firebox, causing you issues. And we actually have a fire grate. A lot of competitors don't offer a fire grate. They have the fire sitting right there on the pipe, which I don't recommend. That's prematurely burning out your bottom of the pipe or your firebox. And the grate offers airflow underneath, flowing up to the fire, and then out through your main chamber and your stack, giving you a clean burn. Without that, your burn may not be so clean. You're probably going to get a lot of smoke and smoldering because your fire somewhat suffocates when it piles up in its own ash underneath on the barrel. That's why most of our Gator Pits have an angle framed 1/4-inch thick fire grate. And guys, that is a beefy fire grate, by the way. You can see the angle reinforcements in the middle. Gator Pit's firebox flange door. Nice clean cuts. Again, do your comparisons. Apples to apples. Gator Pit to our competitors. Competitors being anyone out there is building custom, what they call custom quality cookers. So let's break it down. Let's do a little conclusion or a little summary. What I recommend to look for in a cooker when you're shopping: no gap doors, nice and tight, fully flanged, fully welded. May or may not care for the side access door, but it's a great accessory or feature to have on a smoker to make it easy to clean out. Even if you don't grill in it, you can use it to clean that thing out, especially if you get our ash rake. You can easily clean the grease out, scooping it out, or you can open the 2-inch drain down there and let it drain out while you're cooking. Front steel shelf, full length and usable, all welded. Stainless steel cool touch handles, commercial gauge. You want heavy duty hinges. That's a failing point on a lot of cookers. Those hinges break or they bind. They don't work over the years. And if you're looking for just aesthetics, clean custom look for buffed out welds on the end caps. Look for beautiful welds, perfect welds, all throughout the cooker. You notice you don't see any weld spatter anywhere on our pits. That's because we go over them with a sanding disc. After we get through building these get cleaned up. Wraparound shelf, very usable feature on a cooker. Again, flange door, fire grate. Those are things I highly recommend you're going to want in a custom cooker. If you're getting into this price range and those competitors don't have features similar to this or comparable to it, you may be paying more for a pit than you should. Legs, heavy duty angle legs. I pointed that earlier because a lot of competitors use a 1 inch or a 1.5 inch leg. You want big pits, need beefy legs. Prevents problems over the years down the road, especially moving these if you're loading these on trailers or whatnot. Last thing you want your legs failing on you. Inside, what to look for inside. If they offer sliding meat racks, you want a meat rack that slides in and like butter, in and out like butter, like that right there. You don't want it binding on you. You don't want to open it up and it twist to one side and get caught and then it gets jammed up. You don't want that. You see those at the box stores. Those box store builders, they try to mimic or copy this and it doesn't work. They don't spend the time to do what it takes to make it like this. And that just hangs out like perfect. Look at that. And it's removable. Inside, you want that 1/4 inch thick heat shield. How big this heat shield is. You want a 1/4 inch thick heat shield. A lot of competitors don't put a heat shield there at all. And if they do, they might put like a little 1 inch or 2 inch piece of flat bar across that. That is pointless. They do that because they can advertise heat deflector or heat shield, when in fact it doesn't do squat. It's nothing. In fact, those little tiny heat shields or deflectors will burn up after about a year, 1.5 years with regular use. That is no doubt. Clean cuts. You want clean cuts. Again, when you're getting into these custom cookers and you're paying those prices, these are things you ought to be getting. Ought to expect it. Gator Pit's going to give it to you. And if I didn't mention the gauges, you want commercial gauges. Recalibratable is great, not a have to, because gauges over time will need to be replaced. They don't last forever, but the better the gauge, commercial quality gauges do give you a longer lifetime. And if you do knock them out of whack, let's just say somebody opened the door and they just slam it as hard as they could on accident, it can knock that calibration out of whack and you can recalibrate them. There's hundreds of YouTube videos on how to recalibrate these gauges. Those are things to look for when you get into these custom cookers. Adjustable stacks. You want a decent sized stack. You want one that's at least long enough and big enough to be able to draw properly and not over smoke your meat with smoldering stale smoke in there. You want it to be a clean burning cooker. Gator Pits are clean burning. I've got too many videos over 30 years that have these customers are showing them. I'm showing them fired up and you hardly even see smoke coming out of them. That's how clean these burn. And again, I'm not talking about reverse flow smokers. We do reverse flow, but this is not a reverse flow smoker. This is a true traditional offset firebox here, stack on that end. Heat distributed across the 4-foot main chamber. But look for those things. Those are things to look for. You pay them top dollar for custom, then you want the quality and you want features to go with that price tag. Gator Pit's going to give you that without a doubt. Go to our website at gatorpit.net. Again, gatorpit.net. Look for those features. Look how clean the belly of this is. There's no spatter. It's nice and clean. Very clean looking cookers. That's because you're getting custom quality. And I keep saying that, custom quality. I see a lot of people advertising, quote, custom pits. And when I look at them, I'm going to be honest, I chuckle. I get a laugh out of it because I'm like, holy crap, look at that. My 14-year-old son back in the day was building pits better than some of them I see out there nowadays. And that's no bullshit. If you're buying a trailer from a trailer cooker manufacturer, see if they're licensed. See if they're licensed to the Department of Motor Vehicles in their state. Gator Pit's a licensed manufacturer of trailers. Look me up on the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. You will find my license. I am licensed. What does it require to get a license? You have to have a background check. You have to be fingerprinted. You can't have a criminal history. You can't have a lot of things. It's a screening process. If someone's selling you a trailer and they're a pit manufacturer and don't have a license issued from their state, you might want to second guess buying a trailer from them. It can cause you complications in registration, not only in your state, your county, your parish if you're in Louisiana, but out of state. So if you bought a pit in Texas and you try to go license it in, say, Kansas, Florida, California, you're probably going to have problems. Gator Pit's trailers comes with a paper tag that's just like buying a car from a car dealership. It's the same license, in fact. All right, it is a dealer's license slash, for me, a manufacturer's license as well, because I build my own trailers. You will get those 60-day paper tags. You get a title, secured manufacturer certificate of origin. So there's no question where that pit came from, and it's already registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles in the state of Texas. And it's in their computer system. No problems getting a trailer from Gator Pit and getting it licensed. And we offer a world manufacturer identifier number, an actual VIN number. You get a true VIN number, just like the vehicle you're driving right now has a VIN number on it assigned to it. You get that with a Gator Pit trailer. Those are things to look for, guys. I hear all the time the nightmares of people buying pits, trailer pits, they can't get them plated. They can't get the plates. That's why. And a bill of sale doesn't always work, man, in a lot of counties and a lot of states. Just signing a bill of sale doesn't work if that trailer doesn't have a title or a secured manufacturer certificate of origin or has been registered. If you buy a trailer that hasn't been registered previously by the owner, I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy it. Take my word. Don't buy it. I'm Rich Robin. I'm Gator Pit, Texas. Back to things to look for when you're looking at shopping or for a custom trailer or a custom barbecue pit. These are things to look for. And just because the word custom's attached to it doesn't mean it's crazy priced. Gator Pits are very reasonably priced. We have custom cookers starting from literally around $1,500, and of course they go up to thousands, right? You can get into thousands on them. But I don't know of any custom pit builder, quote, custom pit builder that offers an offset smoker, quality offset smoker for the price of a box store cooker at $1,500, man. And I've got several of them on my website at gatorpit.net. So you can start off with those. You can finance those as well. Or you can just jump on in here with the big boys, get you a custom cooker like this, and add all the bells and whistles to include your personalization of it, like this guy did. All right, I'm starting to ramble now, but let me get going. Check out my videos. I've got some 500 videos at my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe and like button. Get the notification button so you see these future videos that come out about once a week. Go to my website. You can subscribe as well to an email list on my website. Get updates on Gator Pits there as well. Check it out. Look at it. Call me. I'm Rich. I'm the owner. 713-896-0144. I'll spin you around here and show you my contact info right there. And yes, I've been on History Channel, Destination America, Discovery Channel, Food Network. I've been written up in tons of magazines not only in Texas and the U.S., but also abroad, to include Finland. I've been in Better Homes and Gardens. Guys, when you've been in business as long as I have, you get a lot of accolades built over the years. And Gator Pit's done it. You can look for our TV show. We had a TV show called King of the Grill. Go check it out. You'll see it on YouTube. The Discovery Channel. Destination America is where it aired. Go look on YouTube. Look for King of the Grill. Rich Robin. See ya.